and innovation, among others for young people, schools and community empowerment, and in driving towards sustainable development, supported by a robust governance structure, is what continues to drive growth in our organizational initiatives and activities. We believe that critical decisions need to be taken over the next few years if we want to manage and protect our natural resources for the benefit of all Gambians. Over the past years, we have worked with our energy and environmental sector partners, schools and stakeholders, among others, in providing support and complementing the efforts of the government on renewable energy and environmental resource management education, training to schools, local communities, and also to help implement sustainable solutions to development challenges.
It is very true, very, very true. We should not cut down trees as they give us fresh air. Without trees, there will be very, very little rain. And without trees, if you cut down all the trees, all the wild animals, they will go away. Look at now, in the Gambia, we don't have many wild animals. All of them, they have run away. Where are our elephants? They have run away. Do you want here to be like a desert?
No.
So now, don't cut off the trees, don't cut them. We don't say don't cut them, but if you cut them, replace them with one or two. I thank you all.
The importance of trees in the maintenance of life cannot be overemphasized. We know how we depend on trees and how they can different resources. We have an interdependent relationship. We know without trees there will be no life.
People are the real wealth of a nation. And with these words, as youth, with my fellow young people out there, I will begin my presentation with a forceful case for a new approach to thinking about sustainable development. That the objective of creating a meaningful policies and setting up sustainable development goals should be to create an enabling environment for people, especially the youth, to enjoy long, healthy and creative lives, which may appear self-evident today, but that has not always been the case. A central objective of my advocacy activities for the past years has been emphasizing that development should be primarily and fundamentally about people.
The NCS YVE are embarking on cleaning exercise at the forest, nearby forest, down to the Gambia College at the dust bin there. So everybody is on the go, picking, making sure that the environment is clean.
Form an organization that is environment conscious. Definitely nobody can say much just to say thank you to them. You understand? Let them keep it up and then yield dividend.
Now we try to get ourselves.
The whole General Assembly 2014 of YVE is a hallmark and it's a testimony of democracy, good governance, and work. Becoming a council is deeply honored to be associated with YVE over the years, and we will continue to collaborate and partner with your organization in respect of protecting and managing our environment. I request to deliver these remarks on this occasion because I believe the Council and YVE have shared a common vision in respect of managing and protecting the environment. YVE has been one of the most reliable partners of the Gambia Council in respect of protecting the environment. YVE has proven to be a model youth-led organization in protecting the environment, which is a collective responsibility. The Gambia Council has a local government authority of the region, has a key mandate, has enshrined in the Local Government Act in respect of environmental protection and sanitation. So therefore, I wish to assure the board, the executive director and his team of the support of the council at all times. Recently, you are aware we have developed a 5-year strategic plan, and starting from 2015, the focus of the council will exclusively be on the environment. And therefore, I wish to assure you that we will work with you closely in the implementation of our forthcoming activities. Your focus and strategy is very inspiring to the council. Like other speakers have said, you have created environment clubs in schools, and I wish the council will also take this opportunity to try to have a similar structures at our decentralized structures like world level, so that we can help mold and change the mindset of young people, so that they can be responsible, they can be friendly towards the environment. On that note, I wish to thank the chairman for giving me time to deliver.
You're 300 kilometers away from your main office. Why are you here?
Actually, this is with regard to one of our main targets, because we also working on a project called Clean Energy for Africa. That's cleaner, and that also is basically for all Africa. It's not only for one region. We are operating only West Coast and Region 1, which we deem necessary also to come over to see how best we can be able to expand our network. Because as of now, we see the rise of partnership with us and also we have school links within this region here. So this will be an advantage, to meet those people and see how best we can be able to strengthen partnership, especially the main agency of the environment. So this is one of the reasons why we are here.
proud of the work that YVE Gambia is doing in Gambia and would like to congratulate them on receiving their Energy Globe Award.
Our policies must be grounded in the prevailing institutional setting to bring about change. Putting people, especially youth, at the center of development means making progress equitable and enabling people to be active participants in change and ensuring that current achievements are not attained at the expense of future generations. Meeting these challenges is not only possible, it is necessary and is more urgent than ever. As a youth and a social justice activist, I continue calling with eloquency and humanity for a different approach to economics and to development.
The president said that we all go back to the land. Most of us don't have lands. How do we do it? What do we do? You see, gardening is not just because I don't have a space. That's a wrong concept. You can grow one potato and it gives you kilos. You can grow one tomato seedling and it gives you more than 25 kilos. If you deny me, I'll come to you. Invite me another day and I'll come to you and show you why and how it's supposed to be. Only one seedling can give you the 25 kilos of tomato.
Many things that we could do to help the environment. We need to help the environment because we live on Earth. And this is the only place we can live on right now. If we treat our environment like a city of dump, it becomes dirty and unlivable. If we treat it well, the earth stays a clean place, perfect for living for ourselves and our children. In order to save the environment, we need to be aware of what we are doing, buying, using, and what it does to our environment. There are many ways we can help to save the environment every day.
I am myself and what is around me, and if I don't save it, it shall not save.
I am the future. Take care of the land and the land will take care of you.
Green care is our social responsibility, our school garden, our investment.
Volunteer environment after this is good. The goal of life is living in agreement with nature.
Environment
future, we are volunteering for our environmental sustainability.
What is your support?
YVE volunteers.
One environment, one future.
Clean movement.
Together we make the difference.
Young accountant for the Young Volunteers for the Environment-The Gambia. I would like to first of all thank the Board of Directors, Executive Officers, sponsors, partners, and the volunteers for their support during the year 2014. My message for 2015 is that stewardship is the route to sustainable green development. And this year, YVE has become the owners of their very own in imparting lives. Let's keep the spirit of volunteering for our common good. And I call on all stakeholders to invest in their young ones and in their initiatives.
Ismaili, Assistant Teacher Coordinator, Environment of Kabata School. To exist as a nation, to prosper as a community, and to live as one people, we must have trees and care for our environment. 2014 was challenging with YVE Gambia because we still have a long way to go in enabling our youths or our students to understand how to protect and preserve our environment. So if we are able to attain this, we have a better future, and if we have a better future, our life will be good.
Philip Jata, Teachers Coordinator, School Environmental Club, Sanyalo Basic School. Teaching children and local communities about the natural world should be seen as one of the most important events in their lives. 2014 was motivation with the new YVE Gambia.
My name is Teacher Coordinator of YVE from Senior Secondary School. He that plants a tree loves others beside him. 2014 was excellent for YVE Gambia.
The MC Sane, Teacher Coordinator, YVE Club Kabafita Upper Basic School, driving towards sustainable development and livelihood. Thank you, YVE Gambia, for inspiring and impacting young people and communities. Year 2014 was a bit successful, but at the same time challenging. We would need more support, especially financial, from the YVE in order to achieve the activities and work plans of YVE Club of Kabafita Upper Basic School, so that the good intention we have for the environment will be attainable by all and sundry.
Keba Sabani, Teacher Coordinator, School Environment for Kitty Upper Basic. Our environment and quality of life depends on the healthy environment. 2014 was a very inspiring year with young volunteers for the environment.
My name is Mr. Jada, head of grade 6-3. Children are born naturalists. They explore the world with all their senses. Experiment in the environment and those around them. 2014 was a very successful year with YVE Gambia. We call in all our stakeholders to support in our endeavor to make sure that we have a clean and green environment that is work going on in our garden, in our school garden. Thank you.
The representative of the Honorable Minister, Ministry of Forestry and Environment, representative of the CEO Wilkama Area Council, the representative of the Regional Education Directorate, Region 2, teacher coordinators, students, distinguished invited guests, the media, General Assembly members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me first of all start by welcoming you all to this annual general meeting, which is the 4th annual general meeting of the YVE Young Volunteers for the Environment. It is with great pleasure that I speak to you during this annual meeting. This meeting identifies or will identify strategic goals which are developed in a way to ensure continuity and building of YVE. This meeting is the culmination of an enormous collective effort which began in late 2012 when the Gambia, our country, was identified to establish a chapter organization of Jeune Volontaire pour l'Environnement, which is YVE International. From that moment, many institutions and individuals contributed in one form or the other towards the building of this organization.
Successful 2014 activities within the Global Energy Award 2014 as the best initiative in the Gambia for our cleaner initiative, which has been running since 2012 up to date. With joy, I can say we are growing, our campaigns are having an impact, and our reach is increasing. We are adapting to a rapidly changing world. We are expanding our work and campaign strategies to match the changes we see in the world. With the environmental crisis deepening and climate change impacts being felt across the globe, our work in 2014 has increasingly showing more challenging and demanding. We have, however, completed remarkable work, executed groundbreaking campaigns, and secured environmental victories gradually all over the country and beyond. At the same time, internally, YVE the Gambia has dived into deeper analysis and dialogues and forums about changing our structures and procedures to match and impact the changes we see in the world. While changes in governance and organizational way of work are usually painful and unglamorous, they are vital to ensure we are fit to meet new challenges and continue to stay on the front line of social change. The agreed new direction is the result of a very extensive organization, wide process of consultation, and I would like to sincerely thank and acknowledge the incredible hard work of all who have contributed. We have agreed that it is vital to strengthen our campaigning and mobilizing capacity, both where environmental degradation is caused and where its impact are felt most. This change is aimed to ensure that YVE in the Gambia will be more agile and strategic with decisions taken at ground level. We will also decentralize campaigns and implementation to our schools and local regional partners. YVE in the Gambia will focus more on coordination and will assist in capacity building of our staff and volunteers. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's no secret that the global economy creates more competition today for jobs than ever before.
My name is Paul Diallo and I'm representing the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change, Water and Wildlife. It gives me great pleasure and honor to give this statement on behalf of the Minister, Honorable Housman Gai, for the election of the 4 young volunteers to the Environment Annual General Assembly. Ladies and gentlemen, there is much to be worried about in our global environment. Evidence is growing relentlessly that we are degrading our environment and consuming resources as a response to sustainability. Biodiversity is disappearing at an unprecedented pace, and irreplaceable topsoil erosion of the fields threatens global food supply. Ancient forests are being destroyed to create new streams and soil fields. Rivers and lakes are polluted with orbital sewage, while soot and smoke obscure our skies. Even our global climate seems to be changing to a new regime that could have catastrophic consequences for present and future generations. In the Gambia, we are also experiencing decreased rainfall patterns, and we have a serious challenge of managing our solid waste. And most of these environmental impacts mentioned are directly or indirectly caused by industry-based development, which is driven by the unsustainable exploitation of the earth's resources. Furthermore, organizations such as the Young Volunteers for the Environment can play a very crucial role in protecting the environment and involving communities. The success stories of grassroots organizations such as the YVE are well documented around the world in fighting for the health and safety of their communities, and in the process receiving support for changes in state policies to protect the environment. Grassroots organizations such as the YVE can combine local knowledge and community engagement. They can also identify needs of the community and find solutions to problems that are adapted to their own circumstances. As each situation is different from the next, we cannot provide a single practice or tool that will provide a solution for each. What works for in West Africa may not necessarily be useful for down in Central Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, I would therefore like to take this opportunity to thank the board and membership of the YVE for the work we have been carrying out in communities and the Gambia in general. And I would like to further urge them to set even more ambitious targets for this year and the following years to come. We as a ministry have been collaborating with the YVE for some years, and we are quite pleased with the associated with the YVE. There are some key issues that we can collaborate on, such as capacity building, which I know is highly required. And I look forward to further collaboration in the future with the YVE for the sustainable development of the Gambia. In conclusion, I would like to remind us that local communities and
most prominently climate change, and many other challenges lie ahead. Some are related to policy development, and policies must be based on the local context and sound overarching principles. Numerous problems go beyond the capacity of individual states and require democratically accountable global institutions. For the past years, the world had just experienced years of debt adjustment and austerity, and a host of political transformations were on the way.
Governance cuts across everything. It is governance that determines the progress and the operational, values and integrity of an organization. Governance and management of charities like NGOs and private organizations in particular has increased attention over the past 3 decades, and the complementary activities and accountability of charity and NGOs are not for profit, not for profit organizations, are organizations that are also not NGOs, but they are operating and they are not for profit. Okay? And they needed to provide service to those in need beyond what could reasonably be offered by government and the commercial sector. The need is more pronounced in development countries. So you can see the role of NGOs and other sectors of development within the communities. Our community-based organizations, the women groups, the companies, they are all very important. But what we need to do is to have a good governance structure for them to be able to have a voice in whatever is being said in the organization. If we don't have good governance structure in the organization, it is only going to be determined by only few people, and at the end of the day, the people will be fed up and then everybody will stand up. So that's why organizations will come up and they die very quickly because they have not been involved in the development of the case. In essence, good governance requires members and staff, management team. When you are within an organization, the members of staff, that's the management team, to be clear about what organizations seek to achieve, to perform their respective duties effectively, and to know what extent such goals have been attended.
My name is Lanin Kesiri. I'm a board member, and on today's occasion, I serve as the chairperson of the occasion, representing the board. I think my general impression about the program is that it was a very good program. It was very interactive and interesting. I mean, participants really felt the need for such a program, and I think that was the ultimate essence of organizing such a program. You can see the interest that people develop throughout the session, and for me, I think good governance should be top in the agenda of any organization, or certainly anybody who leads an organization. So I was really impressed, and I think the conclusion is that we will start from now practicing good. Because if we do not apply the principles of good governance, I mean, we go nowhere. And at the end of the day, we'll become, we'll be embezzling funds. I mean, we'll be, doing administrative malpractices and so forth. So I think it was a good program, and such should be encouraged in all our undertakings.
I believe good governance is very important for us to succeed in our work as well. For the environment. When we look at it's very challenging now, especially as a teacher coordinator and with students. And I believe what I learned from the workshop will help me a lot in taking care of my students at the school.
Member to the board. I think I'm very much impressed by the training first of all. It has been, it should have been, to me, it should have been long since, because capacity is very important, that members can work together. They will be equipped, they will have the knowledge of their work, so that it's always easy for them. Then YVE, I think I have to thank them a lot, because being participating in protecting the environment, and I think only that is very important. So I have to thank them.
Member of Young Volunteers for the Environment. Here today, we just concluded a good governance training, which I've learned a lot. This governance training has equipped me with a lot of information that I'm going to share among my co-volunteers and other friends and the community generally. Good governance training is a key in any meaningful development in the country. So this is why the importance of the training cannot be overemphasized. My impression towards YVE. YVE has been an organization that has set the pace that others will follow. There are so many young volunteers with voluntary organizations. But one like YVE, I can say I haven't seen. That's what what even impressed me to join the organization. And since I joined the organization, I've learned a lot. It has already developed me socially, intellectually. I am, and also environmentally, I am an environmental activist, which I also, try to protect and then preserve the environment. As you know, among the MDGs of the government, the seventh article, that is sustainable development, which YVE Gambia has one of its priorities, and trying to at least make sure Gambian youths are being equipped with information about the environment, the best practices to preserve the environment.
the focal person West Coast region, YVE. And today we are having a workshop on governance. I really learned a lot from Kiba Kibaro, who was able to explain the participants how we can be responsible and effective leaders in their offices, in their organizations, regulations, and as human beings at large. This is being organized by the Young Volunteers for the Environment, and it is a very good initiative to bring in the youths, leaders in a near future. So wherever they are, they will handle whatever is given to them properly and manage it effectively. So YVE is an organization very young, but it has done what other organizations have not done. Within 2 years or so, they are able to develop or to work across the country, bringing the youth, orient them, sensitize them on the importance and on the preservation and the protection of the environment. How can they be self-reliant on themselves instead of depending on outsiders? So these are things that we know as youths we need to inculcate in the minds of the young so that they can be people who they are self-oriented on how to protect their environment and take a sense of ownership that this is our environment. We are the people who cause whatever damage is done to it, and we are the people who revise our mind and this do a positive change towards sustainability in the near future. So sustainability, as the motto enshrines, is what YVE is looking for in whatever they are doing. Not to start as others do, they start it long run they fail. But if they start it, continue, and then they see it as something beneficiary, they want to see a positive impact in whatever they are doing. So I know the participants in the workshop, they have learned a lot, and when they go back to their schools, in their offices, in their media, whatsoever, they are going to do what is expected of them. Bravo to YVE, bravo to the board, bravo to the executive members, and bravo to the
So any
YVE, I think is a young organization, but growing very fast. And I'm always proud to be associated with such initiative. I think taking into account our size and the, in terms of membership and our size in terms of funding, I think we're doing great things because. As the name implies, we really volunteer in all that we do, and in doing so, we achieve great results. We do not wait for resources to come. We do not wait for the money to come. We volunteer to move people to action. Because when it comes to the protection and preservation of our environment, I'm not sure we need money, of course, to do certain things, but it takes a little to raise the awareness of people, to talk to people, to change their attitudes towards the usage of the environment and so on. So for me, I think our greatest strength really lies on on our volunteers, and we value and cherish them. We want, as we commemorate this month, the International Day of Volunteers, I think I want to implore on all, and I want to congratulate all volunteers for the good work that they've been doing. They have been saving lives, and they continue to save lives. They contribute to our environmental protection, and they continue to contribute. They contribute to general well-being of us, our society, and I think they need to be congratulated for that. Nobody can pay them. Nobody has to assist them. So we value it, and we really appreciate it.
A lot has been said, and a lot is yet to be done. We would like to encourage all the youth and young people to keep up the good work and participate in changing their own future, because change is what you want to see. So we encourage them to be the change that you want to see.